Another bad day for Gavin Newsom, y'all. Trump sent in the National Guard to LA, and Gavin's calling it an overreach. Y'all like the video right here? And check this out.
Anti-ICE rioters in LA blocking the highway and setting fire to the city in protest of Trump's administration's illegal immigration crackdown.
Ainsley, Lawrence, Brian, good morning to all of you once again. Yeah, we're outside the Metropolitan Detention Center right here in downtown LA. Still a very tense scene on the streets here. You can see the police cars lined up as they are at various intersections all around downtown LA right now as a result of what we have witnessed over the last few days. It all began, of course, on Friday with those ICE raids targeting illegal immigrants. That sparked the initial protests that we saw here, and then on Saturday there was even more protest sparked by ICE activity in the city of Paramount. That's about 25 miles south of downtown LA, and with the protesters then clashing with federal agents, President Trump said he would call in the National Guard, federalizing members of the National Guard here in California and sending them to LA. By Sunday morning, they were on the streets of LA in their hundreds, and thousands of protesters turned out to greet them. That's when things turned, of course, extremely violent. We saw the American flag burned. We saw Waymo, which are the robo-taxis, the self-driving taxis that are a common sight on the streets of LA, set on fire, at least 3 of them, very close to the 101 freeway, which was completely shut down in both directions for a time because of those thousands of protesters. They were met with smoke grenades, tear gas, and some rubber bullet rounds fired by law enforcement. The LAPD was on scene heavily on Sunday, having been criticized for a slow response on Friday. And President Trump said, having sent the National Guard in here, he would be perfectly willing to send a lot more troops if necessary. Here's the president.
What is the bar for sending Marines?
What I think it is, I mean, if we see danger to our country and to our citizens, we'll be very, very strong in terms of law and order. It's about law and order.
You're on the table, sir. Secretary,
we got to see what we need. We'll send whatever we need to make sure there's law and order.
Now, California Governor Gavin Newsom wrote in protest to the president and also posted on X saying, quote, "I have formally requested the Trump administration rescind their unlawful deployment of troops in Los Angeles County and return them to my command." I think the answer we can safely say to that is going to be a flat no from President Trump. He, in fact, has indicated he is willing to keep the National Guard here and bolster their ranks for up to 60 days if he feels it is necessary. I can also tell you guys, there is another protest plan to gather in Grand Park, just a couple of blocks from where I am right now, at 11 a.m. local time today. That's 2 p.m. Eastern time. So those protesters are not letting up either. This is going to remain an extremely tense situation on the streets of Los Angeles.